He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Texas State Bobcats offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Dumps it off in the flats. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Quick strike complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's McLeod. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Grabs it in the middle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the filthy move, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Uncorks one. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass. It's McLeod. Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Bobcats looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll run it again. He's loose at the 15. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, it's nice when you can buy some space coming out of your own end zone with a nice productive run.
Snap the ball thinking about make sure we don't get a safety, and now all of a sudden you've got a drive started. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And I don't care if I did it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Dropping back, it's Watson. He looks that one in nicely. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking to throw on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And a really good job by the quarterback, being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coming out with it, it's Makuba. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
¿A poco así fue lo que pienso? ¿Echaste un pedo? ¿Qué dijiste? Ah, sí, de hecho lo acabo, o sea, estaba lloviendo, luego paró y la dejé salir poquito y otra vez empezó a llover y ya está todo empapado. Bueno, poquito, pero estaba esperando a que un ratito para secarla con la secadora. Para usar la secadora. Hala, ahí métete. Nomás estás buscando dónde. Ahí.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make...
El 11 es más rápido. Okay.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player to offensive player. Give me that 6.
First down here for the offense. They're going to test the right side with this one. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Wants to throw. It's McLeod. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. The sure hands, it's Spartans. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us.
And he breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big runs.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Sí, es que tenía un juego de
What an
temporada con el
example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend.
Huh?
Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7.
Yeah.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air. It's McLeod. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Fast motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He's been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Touchdown, Texas State. They move on top here in the fourth. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but they'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's McLeod. He lofts one down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 35. Well, guys, let's play some more. Head into overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football and try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And the Bobcats have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Sparks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're setting up the screen. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Barrels ahead. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they grab the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Finds his back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're